always thought my fiance was my biggest supporter, until I realized he was my biggest enemy. What happened next completely changed my life. I met him in college. Smart, charming, funny, the kind of person you think you could trust with anything. After graduation, I got a job at a small but promising company. I was ambitious, excited, ready to prove myself. He claimed he was thrilled for me. "You're going to crush it," he said, smiling like he meant it. Everything seemed perfect. I moved in with him. We were building a life together. Friends called us the perfect couple. I felt unstoppable, but slowly, things started to shift. Little things. Missed calls from my manager that he forgot to pass along. Emails I never saw because he claimed he didn't think they were important. I brushed it off. Maybe it was just a mistake. Maybe I was overreacting. Then came the big opportunity. A promotion, one I had worked for months to earn. I had the plan, the presentation, the numbers. I was ready. The day of the final review, I was confident. But when I walked into the room, the manager looked distant, cold, almost annoyed. I was blindsided. Questions I had prepared for weren't asked. Facts I had included were twisted. I walked out feeling defeated, humiliated. Later, I discovered the emails I had sent weeks ago were never forwarded. Deadlines I hit were never acknowledged. And then, a casual comment from a coworker I trusted. "I didn't think he'd tell you, but he told the manager some things about your work, things that weren't true." My fiance, my partner, the one I thought would always have my back. He had subtly sabotaged me, just enough to make me fail without anyone noticing. I was devastated, angry, heartbroken. How could someone I loved and trusted so deeply betray me like that? But I realized something. If I reacted impulsively, he would win. I needed a plan. I needed to take back control. Over the next few weeks, I documented everything: emails, meetings, screenshots, inconsistencies. I quietly gathered proof of both the sabotage and my actual performance. Then I waited for the perfect moment. During the next review cycle, I presented everything, calmly, clearly, with evidence. The manager was shocked. HR became involved. He never expected me to fight back, to stay calm, to be methodical. The same man who thought he could ruin my career without consequence ended up exposing himself. My career bounced back. Not only did I earn the promotion I deserved, but the company realized who had been undermining me. And the fiancé? He didn't last much longer, neither in my life nor in the company I worked at. Looking back, I feel a mix of relief and sadness. Relief that I stood my ground. Sadness that someone I loved could betray me in such a calculated way. But the lesson is clear. Trust is earned, but sometimes revenge, quiet, smart, and calculated, is necessary to reclaim your life. So tell me honestly, if you discovered someone you loved was secretly sabotaging you, would you confront them immediately? Or would you quietly plan your revenge